Hello, beautiful soul. Today's discussion is how to process difficult emotions. We are often going through a variety of experiences in our lives, and some of them can be quite challenging. In fact, some emotions are so uncomfortable, and some experiences are either so awkward or raise so much negative feelings within us that we seek to avoid them. We often seek to avoid difficult conversations, challenging situations, or putting ourselves in a position that'll make us feel uncomfortable or challenge us, even though we know it's for our highest good, our highest growth, and something that we need to do. Dear beautiful soul, often these emotions, experiences, and feelings through challenging situations are charged with energy. They are calling for us to take an action. If we do not take this action and we instead suppress this emotion, all this energy is suppressed within us. It becomes stagnant, stale, and eventually toxic. When we are called to do something and we don't act upon it, even if it's uncomfortable, we end up inadvertently harming ourselves by storing this in our body. The action that it is called to take will create a loop within us. It may cause us to self-sabotage. It may create a wound that we inadvertently become triggered by. It may be in our subconscious and may be causing us to act out and do things that we are not aware of. For example, if we are called to have a challenging conversation in order to move forward, but we don't have this conversation, and subconsciously we're called upon it and we suppress these calls, these feelings, these energies. Every time we see someone else have a challenging conversation, it triggers that within us or it gets upset. Or every time we are called upon to have another conversation that might be challenging, this wound pops up and causes us to act out and even be upset and angry at the person trying to speak with us, even though it is a completely reasonable conversation, but subconsciously we are acting from our old wound. That is why, beautiful soul, it is important to process emotions as and when they occur. If something is difficult or awkward for you, and you know that it is going to be something that'll be very difficult for you, you are asked to mentally prepare. Believe that you are capable of doing this. Call upon God, the universe, and even your higher powers to support you. And most of all, tell your subconscious that you are safe. Very often, our adrenaline and our fight or flight responses are activated when we are stepping into these challenging situations. Of course, it is our body and biological response to protect ourselves. However, it might not always be an extreme situation. Tell yourself that you are safe. Tell yourself that you are protected and that having these challenging conversations will be all right. If it isn't truly a dangerous situation, trust your gut and your intuition and don't place yourself intentionally in situations of danger. Instead, ask yourselves how you can otherwise process these energies. For example, you may choose to have another conversation, you may choose to meditate, you may choose to journal, you may choose to express these emotions in sports, in exercise. But if it is an action that you are meant to take, try and take an action. Take a small step. For example, if you're called, for example, to start a social media channel, but the idea of being seen is scary for you, practice making videos without posting them or share them with your friends. It is important to take the action because not taking the action will cause the energy to become stuck and stale and stagnant and toxic and eventually to health challenges that your body will experience. So therefore, a beautiful soul, it is when you are called to take an action or have an emotion or express an energy, it is important that you act upon it in a healthy and constructive way. Don't sleep on it or suppress it or ignore it. It will always be there within you, and your body will be heavy carrying these unused, unspent, and unawakened emotions and energies. So, beautiful soul, this is a message to you that you are blessed and supported always. Take action. You are safe and supported. Find a safe way to take action if you feel that you cannot confront a person or situation. But eventually, challenging conversations must be had. Do it over the phone if that feels safer for you. But speak to people. Say what you need to say from the heart. Say it in a loving and gentle way, and say it for that person's highest good. Even before the conversation, if it is challenging, forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and try and approach a difficult conversation from the highest perspective so that it will be for the benefit of both people. Dear beautiful soul, you are always guided and supported, especially from your own heart, and your own heart will never lead you astray. It is important to release these emotions and heal your heart and heal your body and heal your overall energetic state of being. Release, breathe, act, meditate, reflect, and of course, have the most beautiful and blessed and joyous human experience. Much love to you always.